So I will share you everything that I have learned so far as being a 20 years old individual. But I still don't remember myself being 20 or 21. I just remember being 16, and time really flies a lot. But then it's very important for you to understand how we should be living, and I don't want you to make the same mistake that I made in my bygone days. That is why I will share you everything that you have to know. Firstly, let's talk about friendship. We feel that if we have more friends, then we will have more advantage, but it's opposite in reality. We don't need a number of friends. We only need a certain number of friends that we can be certain enough. You know what I'm trying to say, right? I mean, when your trouble is knocking you down, there will be hardly a soul who would still want to be there for you, standing as a shield to help you, standing as a helping hand to lift you. That is why you don't need number of friends. You just need a number of friends that you can be reassured of having them as a supporting individual. That is why you don't have to chase a lot of friends. If they want to be your friend, let them be. But you don't have to pursue them or convince them to be your friends. It's a matter of fact that we live in this world of society that is designed to infuse you with a disease called FOMO, F-O-M-O. And this disease is called as fear of missing out. We feel that we will be missing out a lot of events if we don't go there. We feel that if we don't stay updated to certain criteria or events, then we will be left behind. But that is just what social media is doing to us. And we are just becoming a remote control machine, right? But then you don't have to know everything. We really can't know everything. And if someone is saying you that they or he or her is knowing everything in this world, then that person is probably hasn't come across every question that has to be answered. That is why you have to be yourself, and you really have to look for your own life to be crafted. You have to fabricate your life in a way that you would want to live. You don't want to stay somewhere that you don't feel like, but you are staying there just because you feel that if I don't stay, will they even consider me a friend? That fear is always there, but you have to really kick yourself out of that fear and stay up living a life that you want to live. So first thing is about friendship. Now let me look at my book, what I have written in the second one. I have just written down the key points so that I can elaborate and share you from my real experiences. I talk about yourself, right? Being yourself. And now, power of choice. So this power of choice is something that we really have to know, because I didn't know the power of choice that I had. In my previous video, I have shared you about the individual of us being 3 person and not 2. Okay, we are 3, not 2. In psychology, it is said something as id, ego, and superego, but in simpler terms, so that we don't confuse ourselves. I told you, I shared you in one of the videos saying that there is devil portion of us and there is angel portion of us, but we are neither of them. We are not the devil, not even the angel. We are the mediator, and that is why we always have the power of choice. We always get to choose whether we want to do that one or not. We always get to choose which one to do. But then we always choose the wrong thing at the right time. It's because we live in the world of technology. We live in a world where we feel that success is guaranteed and it will come in just a few minutes. We feel that because the social media has the potential to infuse you with a false hope that everything is just short term. That is why most of us feel and end up being a failure. Which is why I want you to know that there is two kind of thing in life. It's either to do and run after the long-term gain that is called as delayed gratification. It means that you sacrifice the present moment so that you end up becoming the person that you want to be in the near future. Or either you end up being someone who is running after short-term gratification, watching pornography or doing things that are internally harming you, and you're disrupting your own habits. That is short-term gratification. It just gives you a pleasure for a moment, but it just takes away your happiness. You are not becoming yourself. You are becoming someone else that you don't want to be. Which is why you have to be the soul you would want to be with. Now, we are just living in a world where we are just seeing the good pictures, the success pictures of people that are doing great in life. But behind the curtains, we never see what's actually progressing it. We never ask the people what they had gone through. We just ask, how did you make it? That is why you have to understand the reality that it is not about whether you are going to make it or not. It's about whether you want to or not. So when life offers you a lot of difficult situations, start giving more time to yourself. Stop using phone. I know you are looking at this video from the screen itself, but then you are using it for a better cause. At least to reinvent yourself. At least to tell yourself that you got this. And that is what you do. If you watch one of the interview of Elon Musk, he said in one of the podcasts that he used less than 1 minute of his time using the screen. And here we are using it for hours and hours and getting nothing at all, right? That is why if you want to be the change, you have to start the change. You can't say that tomorrow I will start. You can't say that. You have to make a plan. And that plan should not be, something that you can't do at all. It should be realistic. It should be something that you can do it. I also made a mistake in planning because I feel like planning is something that we are perfect. We plan to do this and that, but every one of us fail in life just because we forget to implement. We are worse in execution. That's what more than planning is important for you to execute those activities. And for you to execute those tasks, you have to make the objective clearer. You have to make them very simple enough that you can do it. And if you can always gamify the process. For example, we play the Mobile Legends, PUBG, and any online game like esports because it's very fun, and the new level it offers, the new level is becoming much more demanding, much more interesting as well. Likewise, you can do the same with life. We are not succeeding into doing something because we are not thinking long enough. We just feel that if we do this and that, someday I will make it, and we forget that. That's why it's important to stick around with a term called discipline. Long enough, I learned that motivation is not important. More than motivation, there is something called discipline, which is very important. And discipline means that you show up even if you don't feel like it. Meaning you are doing work every single day, even if it's hurting. Now, I'm not saying that you have to do it every single day, but I'm just saying you have to at least give a little portion of your time into doing it. I'm saying this because not every time we can offer our 100% energy into specific tasks. We are not a machine. We are a human. So we can always agree with ourselves. But then you can't stay where you will land up falling, right? Forever. If you stay there, you will be there forever. Chogo in one of his podcasts said that once we keep running, we won't be at the same spot. That is why you have to keep walking even if it's hurting. You have to keep running even if it's making you feel discomfort. Because success is never guaranteed by whether you show up every single day or not. It is guaranteed by working every single day forward, which is what consistency really matters. But now then, after a few analysis and watching new videos about improving myself so that I can improve you all, I realized that there is something important, something greater than discipline as well. It is called obsession. You're so much obsessed about what you want to do that you don't think about other people at all. You just think about, I just want to make it, and I will make it no matter what. But in this journey of making it through, don't forget few things that I made a mistake as well. So that I really want to impart this knowledge, at least if someone below my age is able to retain the information that I share, it would mean something valuable to me. Although nobody comments about that one in my comment section. So you don't have to sacrifice few things. That is number one. You don't have to sacrifice your sleep at all. Please, you have to really comprehend our body like machinery robots, because machine and robots, they work like for longer duration because we recharge them, right? Likewise, our brain, which is the main coordinator of our body, has to be recharged. It needs to have a proper sleep. Don't avoid having sleep less than at least 6 hours, I suppose, because your body has to have a quality sleep. Now, when you have to sleep, you have another important thing that you have to remember. We live in a world embraced and covered by technology stuff, right? Smartphone is everywhere. Even if we are going to washroom, we carry the smartphone, right? So you have to avoid this mistake. And if you do this habit that I'm going to share you, this will really bring a betterment in your life, okay? So the habit is that you have to stop using your phone at least 1 hour, or if you can't do 1 hour as well, at least 30 minutes before you go to bed. And this little habit will help you to have a quality sleep. Since this habit is very simple enough for anyone to execute, most of people don't do this. They overlap this kind of habits, and that's why they end up having a bad day, a bad or a worse sleep cycle. And that's why it's important for you to execute. We have a world of informations, a kingdom of resources that we can avail from anywhere, right? So we can avail a lot of information, but hardly a soul end up winning, end up succeeding. It's because only a few portion of people are interested into implementing and calculating them into reality. This is why you have to calculate everything that I am going to share you now onwards, and I have shared in minutes now on, right? You have to do everything. If you don't do anything, then you just we are obviously engulfed by technological stuff, right? So when we are engulfed by technological stuff, there is a theory which says that our concentration level has reduced to less than 1 minute as well, meaning we can't concentrate for more than 1 minute. It's only because we are retaining a lot of information from social media, information that we need and information that we don't need as well. Everything are being retained. There is a concept which says that garbage in and garbage out, which is what is very important for you to be selective to whatever you are going to consume. And if you have people that you don't like, but you are still following them just because you feel like other person will feel sorry, you are in the wrong track, right? At least you got to help yourself so that you can help other person that you want to help. So the greatest help that you can do is helping yourself, okay? So that is why I will tell you, please avoid using phone at least 30 minutes at the minimum if you can. 1 hour is the best, but if you can't, at least 30 minutes is also fine before bed. And after rising as well, you have to avoid using phone. The same rule applies in the morning. And in morning, I call it 3 golden hours. I usually do 1 hour. I, refreshment and all. I just prepare myself for the morning activities, and 2 hours straight. That is the hours where you work and give yourself time to do the valuable things that you need to do. and you can include the things that are very hard for you to do, because this will be really helpful to you. And if you can control the morning hours, you can probably control the entire day. Now then, I will tell you about the failures that I committed in my bio on this. I told you about the power of choice, right? So when power of choice, you probably end up making a wrong mistake. Say something like that situation, okay? So like situation is like this one. Now when situation like that, you have to conclude that everything happened because you made a wrong choice, and since you were in charge of taking that decision, you are to be blamed. So blame yourself for everything that happened to you. But then after blaming yourself, you are taking your responsibility, you are being accountable for everything that happened to you, right? And that's the best thing that you can do to yourself to improve your own. After blaming yourself and taking the accountability and committing yourself to never make that mistake again, it's important for you to forgive yourself. In an animation video that I watched recently, it's called Scarlet, and I really like this concept because if you can't forgive yourself for everything that happened to you, you really won't be able to grow. That is why you have to forgive yourself. Now let's see if I have concluded everything that I have got to share you, and I probably have much more information that I want to share you, but right then, if I have this novel called Invisible Bond. I'm in the progress of making this novel, so I will share more information about lessons that I have learned so far in this book. And this book is a gift to every young individuals and to my younger self for keeping fighting, and to all the followers that I have been supported with. So yeah, I look forward to publishing this book, Invisible One. And if you have gained any information by watching this video, please share it in the comment section. Whatever you got to say, anything that you want to say, I would be delighted to join you in the conversation in the comment section. And if you have any other information, like your lessons for living up to these years of being a human being, please share it in the comment section so that we can exchange our knowledge and grow together. Until then, stay.